Okay folks, this will be a challenging one. It's an interesting one. I got it from the side of the road. Let's see how we go. I haven't been able to get access to much second-hand stuff except what I find on the side of the road because of COVID, the lockdown we're having. So the shops, all the op shops are closed. Well, it's a real pain in the ass, folks. It's a real nuisance, but what can you do, folks? You have to just accept that. So we're just going to do it like that. Actually, I'm thinking maybe the horizontal should be a little, I don't know, maybe horizontal could be the same. I don't know how this is going to work. I actually think maybe I could reverse the colours on this for something more interesting. I don't know how this is going to look as a negative image. Let's see how we go with it. We're going to take good to experiment and try new things, folks. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here, it's a top. It looks like a boob tube with straps. So it's I don't know what to call it, a strapped boob tube. We're interested mainly in the zipper. But basically it looks like a boob tube with straps, which is really odd in some ways. It's an interesting concept. We're going to try and put the zip in the corner, not too far up in the corner, but in the corner nonetheless. Let's see how we go. But it looks like a boob tube, but I don't know what it is. Because a boob tube normally doesn't have sleeves. It's usually strapless from what I know. Anyway, that looks interesting. Not the angle I want, and it's too far up there. So we're going to move it across and twist it round. It looks interesting. I don't know how I'm going to make this look any good. I actually think I have to twist it this way. I'm just trying to find where the zip is. I'm trying to use intuition here to help me guess roughly where to put it. It does look a bit too green. It looks a bit too blendy. I do think maybe I could use the hue control. So I might make this hue a little bit cooler. See how we go. Yeah, that looks interesting. It's too far across. I do think maybe it looks nice there. Maybe we can enlarge it bigger. I don't know. We're going to make maybe the vertical at perhaps around 400%. That looks like quite a nice little position. Maybe... don't know what to do with it. I do think it still looks a bit blue now. It looks a bit too blue. I do wonder maybe the how we're going to make this work, folks. Maybe we've made it too cold. I do think maybe we can change the enlargement. We're going at full force at 400%. Yeah, that looks interesting. 400% does look a lot better. I do think we're going to enlarge maybe this section, and we're going to just take a section out of that and make it into a more interesting piece. Going to maybe stick it on positive mode because we don't want to reverse it back. Going to leave it on 400, and we're just going to remove the negative positive, and we're going to remove the features I've associated with it, such as this. We're going to just put it back to what we'd have typically on positive. So we're just going to put this away. I do think maybe just put it with these other pieces. I do think, what if there's mites like from the side of the road? You just don't know what you're getting when you're dealing with stuff that you've picked up off the road that you've souvenired. So we're just going to try and, make this look really nice. Just try and put it in the corner like so. Try and use my intuition, folks. I don't know how big we're going to make this. Going to leave it on 400. And we're going to take off this setting. Some things are really difficult to demo with, folks. A lot of things, actually. Yeah, I think we've made it too big, actually, but it looks interesting how it is. Maybe we could make it a bit smaller, and maybe that looks really it looks nice, even though it's too big. So I'm thinking maybe we're going to make it 340 by 340. Okay, that looks interesting. It still needs to go a bit smaller. That looks really quite nice, even though I'm thinking I might have to move it up, but I don't think so. But there's that little colourful bit there. But this is starting to develop a nice shape. So we're just going to maybe drop the enlargement a fair amount. So we're going to make it 270 by 270. I do wonder how this will look. Yeah, that looks interesting. There you have it. Looks like there's more of the zip showing. Wondering if we're going to maybe, that could be an interesting piece. Maybe we could still make it a lot smaller. I just seem to feel like I'm just nibbling away. I really hate this feeling I get that I'm nibbling at what I'm doing. I don't know why my intuition's telling me to work with this, to stay with it, because I'm not totally happy with it. I don't know, folks. We'll find out. We'll soon find out when we assemble this piece just how good it looks once we've worked out how it's going to look. I do think maybe where the centre of the job is going to be will be interesting. It's going to be a tricky one. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know why my intuition's telling me to pull it, to keep it stuck on 270. I just don't think it's going to work. I don't know. I'm just trying to, now I'm getting the idea that maybe I'm right. Maybe, I don't know. It's a mystery as to how I do this work. So it's mysterious. I don't know. Okay, we're just going, no, I don't want to lift it up. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I could move it or leave it. I'm just going to get rid of these and put them aside, and I'm just going to quickly run this. Yeah, that looks a lot better. We got now something that looks more like a zip. Maybe we could still reduce it a bit, or maybe we'll keep it like that. It's starting to look more like a zip. We're going to reduce the enlargement further, so we're going to make it 190 by 190. I don't know how that's going to look. This scanner sounds terrible. So we're making this a smaller enlargement by 20%, and there's the zip. I do think maybe that will work. I do wonder if maybe I should make the enlargement just a fraction bigger, just to put that in the corner there, just to make it look a bit better than that. Or maybe, I don't know, folks. It's nice to have the zip pull showing the way that it is. Wondering where the centre is going to be. I'm just thinking we're going to maybe enlarge up to, actually, we're just going to close it. I'm just going to get fussy and just use the enlargement that it's the, this is going to be a minimalist piece, I must say, folks. So if you're not into minimalism, I hope you're not going to be disappointed. But if you are a minimalist type of art appreciator, well, all the best to you. Now that looks interesting. We just got some of that zip pull cut off, but that may not be too bad because we've got this roughly in the corner. I do think, which one we're going to run with? We're going to run with this one, I do think. My intuition's telling me. But it's not an easy piece that I've embarked on, I must say. It is going to be minimalist, so... But I know a lot of people are into minimalism and modern art, and this is modern art. I know photocopier art has been around almost since the dawn of the original Xerox photocopiers, like the Xerox 914 back in the 1960s in America, in the very early 60s, and basically it's been around since very early. So I'm not the first person. I'm one of the many people who've experimented with this medium, and I've been doing it on and off since 1986, but I'm not one of the first to do it. But I think photocopier art is pretty much a forgotten art. It's not something you see very often. Most people have used computers if they want to do any kind of image editing or manipulation. They usually turn to programs, I suppose, like Photoshop, for example. So it's become more computerized, but I like doing it this way, and this is my offering to society, is to be a photocopier artist. But this one's going to be a very prolongated demo. Anyway, minimalist, but still looks quite good. Gotta go.